What if I told you that the very reason you are struggling, the very reason you feel resistance, the very reason you sometimes want to quit is the very proof that you are on the right path? What if I told you that life was never designed to hand you greatness, but instead to test your courage, your discipline, and your spirit to see if you are worthy of it? Imagine, for a moment, a mountain rising in front of you. It looks impossible to climb. The rocks are sharp, the air is thin, the path is treacherous. Most people look at that mountain and walk away, but deep inside you, there is a voice that says, it is supposed to be hard, because if it were easy, everyone would do it, and it would mean nothing. Difficulty is not a punishment. Hardship is not a curse. Struggle is not a signal to stop. It is the process that forges strength. It is the fire that shapes steel. It is the challenge that awakens the warrior within. Every great story ever told is built on adversity. The hero never discovers his power in comfort. The heroine never finds her greatness in the safety of the familiar. The path to everything you dream about is guarded by effort, sacrifice, and pain. When you face the hard moments, your mind will whisper lies. It will tell you that you are not good enough, that you are not capable, that you should settle for less. But you must understand this. That voice is not truth. It is weakness, begging for mercy. Do not listen. Do not negotiate with it, because the hard moments are not there to stop you. They are there to separate those who want something from those who are willing to earn it. Think about it. Every achievement that fills you with pride came with a cost. The diploma on your wall, the victory on the field, the promotion at work, the moment you pushed through exhaustion and saw results you never thought possible. None of those things arrived easily. They demanded focus, sweat, and persistence, and that is why they matter. That is why you look back on them with pride, because you know you paid a price that others were not willing to pay. You see, ease is the enemy of greatness. Comfort is the graveyard of potential. If life feels too easy, it means you are playing small. It means you are avoiding the climb, staying in the valley, letting your fears dictate your limits. But if life feels hard, if it tests you every single day, if you feel the weight of struggle pressing on your shoulders, then you are in the arena. And the arena is where champions are made. You cannot skip the hard part. You cannot cheat the process. You cannot pray away the pain and still expect the prize. The hard is the gateway. The hard is the path. The hard is the proof that what you are chasing is worth it. Every time you face a setback, every time you stumble, every time you fail, you are not moving backward. You are sharpening yourself for the moment of breakthrough. So when you wake up tomorrow and feel the resistance, do not complain. Smile at it. Embrace it. Tell yourself, this is exactly how it is supposed to feel, because greatness never came wrapped in comfort. Excellence never arrived in a gift box. Every champion you admire once faced the same doubt, the same fatigue, the same uncertainty. What made them different was that they looked at the hard, and instead of retreating, they said, bring it on. Do not misunderstand me. This is not about glorifying pain for the sake of pain. This is about recognizing that the path to your purpose will never be smooth. It is supposed to shake you. It is supposed to test your resolve. It is supposed to make you question how much you really want it. Because if you are willing to walk through the hard, you will find out who you really are. And here is the truth. You are stronger than you know. You are more capable than you believe. You have depths of power within you that you have not yet touched. The hard moments are simply the invitations to awaken that power. They are the doorways to your higher self. They are the training ground for your destiny. So the next time life feels overwhelming, The next time you want to cry out that it should not be this difficult, remind yourself of this speech, remind yourself of these words, and whisper back to life, it is supposed to be hard, because I am supposed to be great. And that truth will carry you forward into the next chapter of your journey, where the hard will not defeat you, but define you. Think back to every legend you know, every story that inspired you, every person who became a symbol of perseverance. None of them had it easy. The champion who raised the trophy, the scientist who discovered what others thought impossible, the artist who moved the world with their work, the soldier who stood unbroken on the battlefield. Their journeys were soaked in sacrifice. They bled, they sweated, they stumbled, and they rose again. The world did not give them a shortcut. Life demanded their very best, and they gave it. That is why their names echo. That is why we remember them. You are not different from them. You may not feel like a legend yet. You may doubt that you have what it takes, but the seed of greatness is inside you. The only difference between those who made history are forgotten is that they chose to embrace the hard. They welcomed the storm. They understood that pain was temporary, but quitting was eternal. They saw struggle as a rite of passage, not as an excuse to stop. There will be days when you feel like nothing is working. You will give your all and still face defeat. You will sacrifice sleep, time, and comfort, and still fall short. In those moments, you will be tempted to believe that you are cursed, that the universe is against you. But the truth is, those are the most important days of your life, because the moment you keep moving forward in the middle of despair, that is the moment you prove to yourself that you are unbreakable. Listen carefully. Resilience is not built in victory, it is built in failure. Strength is not developed in ease, it is developed in struggle. Courage is not born in comfort, it is born in fear. You will never know your true capacity until you have walked through fire. The hard days are your teachers. The difficult nights are your mentors. The obstacles are your trainers. And when you emerge on the other side, scarred but standing, you will realize you are not the same person who entered. You are more. It is supposed to be hard because the prize is valuable. Imagine if everything came without resistance. Imagine if you could wake up, think of a dream, and have it fall into your lap without effort. Would you treasure it? Would you respect it? Would you fight to protect it? Of course not. The value of a dream is measured by the sweat it demands, the sacrifices it costs, the pain it requires. And that value is what makes it worth living for. Let me tell you this, you are not here to live an easy life. You are not here to coast on autopilot, to drift aimlessly, to settle for mediocrity. You are here to push boundaries, to test limits, to rise after every fall, to leave a mark so deep that generations after you will feel your impact. That mission cannot and will not come without difficulty. It is supposed to be hard because history is written only by those who endure. So when you feel the weight of doubt, speak to yourself with power. Do not say, "This is too much." Say, "This is exactly what will make me strong." Do not say, "I cannot handle this." Say, "I am becoming someone who can handle anything." Words shape your reality. Your inner dialogue is either your ally or your enemy. If you keep telling yourself that life is unfair, then struggle will crush you. But if you tell yourself that struggle is the sculptor shaping your destiny, you will rise from it. Understand this clearly. Your pain today is building your power for tomorrow. Your sacrifices today are constructing your freedom for tomorrow. Your effort today is planting the seeds of your legacy for tomorrow. Every time you push through, You are making a deposit in the bank of greatness. And one day, when you least expect it, you will look in the mirror and see someone you never thought possible. Someone stronger. Someone braver. Someone unstoppable. Do not fear the hard. Fear the regret of never knowing what you could have been. Fear the silence of a life unlived. Fear the comfort that robs you of your potential, but do not fear the climb, the struggle, the sacrifice. Those are the very things that will crown you with fulfillment. Remember this, the mountain is high, but the summit exists. The climb is long, but the view is real. The battle is brutal, but the victory is worth it. The hard is not there to deny you. The hard is there to prepare you. And when you understand that truth, nothing will ever stop you again. Because the story is not finished yet. The battle is not over yet. The hard is only the beginning of your transformation. And the next step is waiting for you. There comes a moment in every journey when the weight feels unbearable. When your legs shake from exhaustion. When your lungs burn for air. When your heart asks if it is worth continuing. That moment is not a sign to stop. It is the threshold you must cross to meet the person you are destined to become. Because on the other side of exhaustion is strength. On the other side of doubt is confidence. On the other side of fear is freedom. It is supposed to be hard because the transformation of your soul demands nothing less. Think about the seed buried underground, in darkness, in silence, under pressure. It breaks. The hard shell splits apart, and only then does life begin. The seed does not complain that the soil is too heavy. It does not curse the rain for drowning it. It does not rage against the darkness. It simply breaks open, and that breaking is the birth of growth. You are no different. Your hard season is not the end of you. It is the cracking open of your old self, so the new you can rise. Do not confuse delay with denial. Just because the victory does not arrive when you want, it does not mean it will not arrive. Life is asking, do you want it badly enough to wait, to fight, to bleed, to rise again and again until it is yours? Many people quit not because they were weak, but because they misunderstood the timeline. They expected the reward in days, when it was meant for years. They wanted immediate comfort, when destiny required long-term persistence. Greatness is not microwaved. It is slow cooked. It simmers over time. It demands consistency. It asks you to show up again and again, even when no one claps, even when no one notices, even when no one believes in you, especially then, because those quiet years of persistence are the foundation of unshakable power. When the spotlight finally arrives, when the world finally sees you, it will look like you appeared overnight. But you will know the truth. You will know of the lonely nights, the painful sacrifices, the silent battles, and that truth will make your victory unbreakable. Let me tell you something. You are closer than you think. The hard days are not proof you are failing. They are proof you are moving. Progress does not always roar. Sometimes progress whispers. Sometimes it hides in the smallest steps. Sometimes it disguises itself in failure. But every step you take through hardship is carrying you toward your goal, whether you see it or not. Stop asking for easy. Easy will not change you. Easy will not awaken your power. Easy will not leave a mark on the world. Easy is the language of those who settle, and you are not here to settle. You are here to rise. You are here to inspire. You are here to carve your name into the history of those who dared. The world does not need another person who gave up when it got hard. The world needs you to endure, to lead, to show what it looks like when someone refuses to surrender. Your life will not be remembered by how comfortable you were. It will be remembered by how much you overcame. Your legacy will not be measured by the things that came easily, but by the battles you fought and the victories you earned. The scars you carry will not be marks of weakness. They will be badges of honor. They will tell the world that you stood in the storm and refused to bow. So stand tall in your hard season. Face it with fire in your eyes. Tell your fear, you will not have me. Tell your doubt, you will not define me. Tell your pain, you will not defeat me. Because deep down you already know the truth. The fact that it feels this difficult means it matters. The fact that it feels this heavy means it is shaping you. The fact that it feels impossible means you are right where you should be. This is not the end. This is not where you stop. This is where you push harder, dig deeper, rise stronger, because the next chapter is waiting. And it will not be written by those who quit. It will only be written by those who endured the hard and came out transformed. You have walked through the fire, and the fire has not destroyed you. You have faced storms that tried to break you, and yet here you are, standing tall. You have met pain that whispered, you should quit, and you answered by rising again. Do you understand what that means? It means you have already proven something extraordinary. You have proven that you can endure the hard. And if you can endure it, you can conquer it. The world does not reward the ones who quit at the first obstacle. It rewards the ones who keep going when everything in them screams to stop. It rewards those who transform suffering into strength, those who transform rejection into resilience, those who transform fear into fuel. You are one of those people because you are still here. And being here means you have already chosen the hard road. That decision alone puts you in the rarest company on this planet. Do not take that lightly. Billions of people will live their lives wishing for easy, chasing comfort, running from challenge. But not you. You have chosen to step into the arena where the hard lives, and the arena is the birthplace of greatness. The arena is where legends are made. The arena is where ordinary souls become extraordinary stories. Yes, it is painful. Yes, it is exhausting. Yes, it is lonely at times. But that is what makes the reward pure. That is what makes the victory undeniable. Because when you stand at the top of your mountain, you will not thank life for being easy. You will thank yourself for never quitting when it was hard. The day will come when your struggle becomes someone else's inspiration. A young person will look at your story and say, if they could endure, so can I. A stranger will hear about your resilience and find hope in their own darkness. A community will rise because you refuse to fall. That is the power of embracing the hard. It does not just transform you, it transforms everyone who witnesses your courage. So let us be honest right now. Let us strip away the illusions. Life is not supposed to hand you anything. It is not supposed to open doors without effort. It is not supposed to make your climb smooth and effortless. That was never the design. It is supposed to be hard. Because the hard is what teaches you discipline. The hard is what sharpens your focus. The hard is what builds your strength. The hard is what reveals your true character. Every time you feel resistance, you are being sculpted. Every time you feel fear, you are being prepared. Every time you feel broken, you are being rebuilt into something greater. The universe is not against you. The universe is training you. And every test you endure is proof that you are ready for the next level. So stop asking why it is hard and start saying, thank you that it is hard. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the strength. Thank you for the chance to grow. Because one day you will look back and realize the hard was the greatest gift of your life. It gave you purpose. It gave you power. It gave you a story worth telling. You can walk away, you can surrender, you can choose comfort and live half a life. Or you can embrace the hard, endure the pain, fight through the struggle, and claim a life of meaning, impact, and greatness. Choice will always be yours, but remember this, nothing worth having ever came easy. Nothing worth keeping ever came without effort. Nothing worth becoming ever came without sacrifice. So when you stand at the edge of doubt, when the path is steep and the climb is brutal, when your body aches and your spirit trembles, do not turn back. Take one more step, and then another, and then another, and another, until the impossible becomes possible, until the dream becomes reality, until the hard becomes the victory that defines you forever. You were not born for easy. You were born for this. You were born to endure, to fight, to rise, to conquer. You were born to look the hard in the face and declare with unshakable power,